Hi everybody, Jessie here from jessiebanks.com and welcome back to another video. So today I have a fun one for you guys featuring one of the Greeting Farm's new releases. This is Minkie number 3. This stamp will be released on the 15th of January 2020. It's 2020, that's crazy. So I started off by stamping her off on a piece of Nina 110 pound cardstock and fussy cutting out a little mask here that I'm fighting to line up. It took me a few tries. I even did it again off camera because it just didn't want to lay right for me. I'm not sure why. And I'm going to take my little T-square ruler here and make a couple lines so that I can mask out the top and the bottom so I can do some Distress Oxide ink blending. I wanted kind of a chalkier tone to the ink, so I went with the oxides as opposed to the standard Distress inks. I just have a couple pieces of masking paper here to cover the rest of the white paper that I want to keep white, or attempt to keep white. You'll see what I mean in a few minutes. So I hope everybody's been doing wonderful. It's roughly the middle of the month, and 2020 has been great thus far, so let's hope it keeps going here. So I'm putting this down on my ink, or my non-stick craft sheet here, and I'm going to use hickory smoke, pumice stone, and black soot to do some ink blending. And I'm going to start things off with pumice stone and just do light blend. I'm not sure why I focused on the outside edges, but I did. Whatever. So I start by doing one layer of the pumice stone all over it. Just working, I lifted up that corner with the edge of the ink blending tool, not paying attention to what I was doing, and I end up getting black under there, and then I fight to fix it, but you'll see how we kind of hide that later. It's still there, but it looks alright. So I'm adding a little hickory smoke, and now I'm going to add some black soot to the outside edges. That's where I get the black underneath because, you know, I like to make things difficult for myself. Coming back in with some of that pumice stone just to lighten up the center. I like how the Distress Oxides layer on top of each other and you can lighten the colors. So we're going to remove our masks here, and you can see how I went slightly outside. I did try and take the Tombow sand eraser. It took some of it off. It won't take it back to white. There's a lot of ink there. It's not just a little spot, so we'll figure that out at the end. I'm like, I don't know yet, whatever. So I'm pulling off the mask. This is my favorite thing to do when it comes to card making, is taking off masks and having those white, the stark white of the image that I'm going to fill in with color. I just think it always looks so pretty with that harsh white against the ink blended backgrounds. I don't know, I've always found it fun. So now I'm going to color in her skin. You can see all of the marker caps there off to the left hand side. And I'm starting with her skin, keeping it nice and light, not using my typical darker skin tones. I had fun keeping things lighter. I've been playing around with different marker combinations and stuff. I don't know, kind of trying to change things up, I guess, a little bit this year. It's that whole start of the year thing, right? Try to break some habits and start in on some new things. So I'm going back in with that BV00 to strengthen up the shadows, and then I'll add a little bit more of the E00 on top of that. I think she's so cute sitting in her little airplane staring out the window. My mom and I are planning on taking a hot holiday next month, so I've been kind of all about blue skies and not being where it's cold outside. I live in Saskatchewan, so it gets a little chilly here. What can I say? Hot holidays sound wonderful. Blending that bright blue sky using some of my B markers. And then we'll add a little bit of gray in. There's lots of super fun images in this particular stamp set. There's a girl with coffees and a laptop and just all sorts of fun things. They'd be great in planners if you do the whole planner thing. You can make them work in your bullet journals, just in your notebooks, cards, all sorts of fun things. I think they're a blast. You could stamp them out on some sticker paper and color them and turn them into stickers. I just think they're really, really great, versatile images for all sorts of things, and they're good size to fit in many different things. They're small size for card making. I think it's cute to do the little images on cards as opposed to something gigantic all the time. They're, like I said, the great size for planners and all that kind of fun stuff. So I really like how they'll work in multiple different creative outlets, whatever you're choosing to use and whatever your thing is. They're kind of sized, very versatile. So that's always a fun thing when you can kind of make multiple uses out of things. So we're finishing up her little airplane chair. Then I just add some dots of W3, and then I go over top of it all with the W00 marker just to blend it together. Then we've just got her dress, which I did like a super bright pink color. I like this RV section, like the 1917, 14, 13, and 11. I also really like the RV090, which is like neon pink, like it's like highlighter pink. I think it's super fun. I never find a place to use it, but I love that marker set. So I'm using my E40s here for the hair. And again, something different from me. I'm not working light to dark. I'm working dark to light, letting them kind of blend into each other as opposed to just layering on top. Something different I'm playing with. I don't hate it. I like it. They seem to turn out really well as well. So it's kind of whatever you're used to. I know I usually do dark to or light to dark on all of my hair so that I'm not blending those dark colors and washing them out with the lighter ones, but it works as well. So like I said, Copic coloring is all about getting comfortable with the medium and finding which way coloring works for you. The way somebody colors isn't always going to work for the way you color. It depends if you're more heavy-handed, if you lay down more ink, all sorts of things. So it's definitely something where you should just try different techniques and kind of pick up little tidbits from a bunch of different people that you enjoy watching here on YouTube or things of that nature, and then making them fit into your own coloring. So I used a micron there to re-outline all of our lines. Now I've got a Uniball gel pen here. This one's gold, and this is how I kind of hid the mistake. It's still there because it sticks out underneath of this gold little bar that I'm going to put in on the top and the bottom, but it definitely takes away from it, and I feel it's not quite as noticeable. So I'm just making 2 lines on the top and the bottom, and then I'm going to color it in so that it's one little gold bar there with my gel pen. That didn't take me long, just a couple minutes. I thought it was a nice little accent. And then I decided to pull out this, what is it? Have Waves of Fun, I do believe, from one of the summer stamp sets. I'll have it linked in the description box below. And I stamped that out using VersaFine Onyx Black ink onto the side here, and then all that's left is to put her on an A2 top folding card base, and that's it for this card, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. I thought it turned out super cute. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. I truly appreciate it. It helps me and the channel out. If you aren't subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe, and I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Bye for now.